All right, good afternoon. It is our favorite time of week here in Scouting America. It is Cub Chat Live. It's Friday. It's 2 p.m. Central. Oh, but we have such a special guest today. So we talk about amazing people in this organization. We have with us Miss Amy Leslie. Amy is, believe this or not, she's a librarian. Yes, we have an actual librarian. She's a professional librarian here in Scouting America. And she's here to share with some special things. But before that, I wanted to share with you, it is 2 p.m. here, but we are truly making history on Cub Chat Live this week because we are truly now an international show. Amy, share with us, where are you coming to us live?
I am coming at you live from Paris, France.
Oh my goodness.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. All right. So thanks for joining. We got some early arrivals. We do want to thank all of our loyal viewers that I know you guys are with us almost every week. I see Rusty B from Pack 84 in New Philadelphia, Ohio. Rusty, thanks for watching. I know you're a loyal viewer. And someone who's been trending lately is Scouter Miss Edens from Pack 19 in Auburn, California. Not Auburn, not to be confused with Auburn, Georgia. And then Douglas Stark from Pack 3310 in Akron, Ohio. We have Francie Lou Who, that's cute. Checking in from Pack 8034 in Edwardsville, Illinois. Thank you so much for joining. And lastly, we got Scatter Craig from Pack 3256 in Kent, Ohio. Welcome, everyone. Again, a reminder, if you want to join the conversation, feel free to make a comment in the chat, ask questions. But today you're probably wondering, why do we have this amazing person, librarian, who's in Paris, France, on our show today? I'm here to tell you, it has a lot to do with the season that we're in and that we're getting prepared for as we are welcoming new families. We've had several shows about welcoming new families, but today we're going to talk about tools that we have for you to help you recruit new families in the Cub Chat. So, Amy, first, let's talk a little bit about you and what's your role with Scouting America? What's your role and responsibilities that you do?
I am the Senior Digital Asset Manager at Scouting America. So I do my best to try to organize the marketing assets in the brand center so that everyone can find what they need and to make sure that we have things in there that are useful to our wonderful volunteers.
So like pictures and flyers and posters.
Yeah.
What else?
Photos, logos, bookmarks, yard signs. Yeah, I'll give you the whole list and show you where to find them.
So, okay, but that's not just for anyone, right? I mean, I'm sure you have to work for scouting, or you have to know someone. You need a username and password, or you have to probably pay some kind of subscription fee for this, right?
Oh yeah, you have to pay me like $20 a month. I can put my Venmo in the chat. No, it's open to the public. It's accessible by anyone.
Okay, great. So anyone watching, this is not behind the scenes stuff. This is stuff that you can grab if you're looking for photos, digital assets. I've seen this on Facebook all the time. Someone's like, who's got a good picture of the Cub Scout logo, or who's got this? Well, we have all the official logos, all that stuff ready for you. So if you're not, and it looks like Aaron behind the scenes is putting up the link in the chat. So if you are watching on all of our channels, you can grab where we're talking about, where we're headed, and what we're going to talk about. The link for that site is down below. Again, no username and password required and no monthly subscription fee. This is amazing. So Amy, share a little bit about what we're going to experience.
So I'm just going to talk a little bit about why it's important first, and then I'm going to kind of show you around in there, how to get around and what kinds of collections we have in there, and how to search for different things and how to use the new editable templates that we have.
All right, let's get going.
All right. I have a couple.
You, Aaron. It's hard to find good help. I mean, it is.
Come on, Aaron.
Great host, but
Brian already covered this. I'm Amy Leslie, the Senior Digital Asset Manager at the Scouting America. And some of the reasons that I love the Brand Center is because it helps keep the brand consistent across all of our recruitment efforts so that we're all kind of sharing the same thing. We're all using the same resources that are the most up to date and on brand. Another reason that it's important is that ideally, if I've done my job correctly, it saves you time when you're looking for that specific Scouting America logo or Cub Scouts logo or the perfect yard sign to print out and put out at your local elementary school, maybe. The brand center is meant to be a central hub. It's like one stop shop for professionally designed marketing campaign resources. And so here are a few things you can find in the brand center: billboards, web banners, social media images, postcards, photos, print ads, you name it. There's all kinds of resources in there. Yeah, for all of us to use towards like recruiting and retaining scouts.
Right. So, like, gone are these. You don't need to go to Canvas and try to create your own little flyer media. There's a lots of advantages to this. And so, Amy said something that is kind of the lingo in her area. She said on brand. And what do we mean by on brand? What does that mean, Amy, when we talk about being on brand?
It just means that we are using the right colors that are, Cub Scout colors, Scouting America colors. We're using the right fonts. We're using the proper logos, and just kind of keeping that consistent look so that, everybody knows this is Cub Scouts that we're talking about.
Absolutely. So it also means like that imagery, right? Where are we trying to cast? What that look and feel of things that we've seen? We've said, okay, yes, this is what Cub Scouting is, right? And instead of if everyone just kind of took of what they think it ought to be or should be, and then put it together, we then have a hard time for people. It's called market confusion, right? People don't know what we are, what defines us, and those types of things. So that's why the brand center is really helpful to keep us what we call on brand, right? So then Cub Scouting in New England, the same as California, and the same as in the South. That when people see the Cub Scout logo, they know what that is and they know what to expect. And as well as with any of our other logos and brands and program experiences. All right, we have some couple shout outs out there. We do want Rob. It's kicking off recruitment for 21 district packs tonight. Wow, tonight's a big night. Okay, I think Rob is in the Atlanta Area Council, if I'm not mistaken. So, Rob, another longtime viewer, loyal viewer. We want to say hi to Ryan Berg from Pack 326, and I believe MS is Mississippi. And let's see, we got our other post. Another couple shout outs. Hi again from 3310 Akron, Ohio, Northeast Ohio. All right, Northeast Ohio. We got a couple of people there. Now, this is a good example or a good time to call out. Hey, if you know someone in your pack or just know someone in Scouting in general that should be hearing about this, right? Make sure to tag them in the comments, right? And that way they can come back, they can watch this episode, they can see where the link is, and then they can start accessing all of these great resources that we have. So, what else about the brand center? Let's get in a little bit more deeper dive, that next level of what's in the brand center.
Oh, well, let me just show you around a little bit. How about that?
All right.
Okay. So this is the Brand Center landing page. It has helpful links to popular collections like the 2025 Fall Recruitment Resources Collection, these customizable templates, which I'll tell you more about later, our newest Cub Scout photos, and additional Cub Scout resources. So like we already said, it is open to the public. So anybody can access most of what is in there. You don't have to do anything. You can just go to the site and find things that you need. But if you register and set up an account and log in, you'll get access to additional resources, like PNG versions of the logos that have the transparent backgrounds, for example. So if you don't already have an account, all you have to do is go up here to the top right-hand side and click Login, and then scroll down to where it says Register, and then you'll be guided through the steps of setting up an account.
And so that's where the auto payments of $20 a month go to your Venmo account?
Yes, it's automatically set up.
All right, there's no fee for this, guys. We're just joking. If you're just tuning in, these are free resources to help empower you as Cub Scout leaders to recruit families, welcome families in, but it's not just, as Amy was pointing out, we've got some different easy to access, it's kind of categorized, customizable templates, right? So you don't have to make your own flyer. We've got that great logo and imagery, but she'll get into this later. You can put your own photos in, but it's also not just photos and videos, right? There's other resources. If it's a graphic image, if it's a PDF, it's a I know one of the most popular things that we put up here that people love is the badges of rank, that one page file that just shows all the badges of rank and how to earn each badge of rank with the different adventures, right? So it's those types of images and graphics that are also there as well. So again, we're trying to save you time. We're trying to save you energy. You don't have to go out and create these things. And we prefer, honestly, that you don't, because in that way, we want to stay all on brand and making sure that we're using the logo and imagery properly. So, all right. So now once I'm logged in and I've got an account, what do I do?
So yeah, let's, so now that we are magically logged in, let's look at the latest recruitment collection. So we have social media videos to share. We have the new commercial with David Montgomery that has been airing on ESPN, Disney, Hulu, and YouTube, in case you haven't heard about that. And there are plenty of other Cub Scout specific resources here. And this is where you can find those yard sign files for your elementary school, bookmarks, little peer-to-peer cards. These things can be easily shared at school. We have flyers, postcards, posters, billboards, both digital and print, if that's something you're able to do. And also a lot of different images to download and share on your social media channels.
Wow.
But if you don't see anything that really represents your particular group of scouts here, we do have several DIY options to help with that. So in here, there are two different types of templates. These that are surrounded by a light green box, these are our new editable templates, and they can be edited right inside the platform. So you just open it up, click on the little pencil icon, select one of these photos. Can you see the photos, or they're there? Yeah, just pick one of these, adjust it to how you like it in there. And when you have it in there, click done, finished. You can download it as a JPEG and you're good to go. You can share that on social media. Easy peasy. But if you want to use your own, photos, we have these other kind of templates here, real quick. So like this flyer, for example, it has a transparent background, so you can just put your own photos in there, or you can use other photos from the brand center, like from our new image collection here. If you like one of those better than the ones that I've chosen, or you can look through all of the other Cub Scout photos here, which are organized mostly by activity.
So if I was doing that, I would have to download that file, save it, and then download the picture, and then put it in. It doesn't do it in the system, right?
Right. The ones that have the light green box are built into the system. And you can add text to those as well and format it within the brand center. But the other ones you'd have to use like Google Drawings or Word or Illustrator or some kind of platform to layer the photo and the PNG file.
Okay. So we mentioned, and we talked about, we've got videos there of David Montgomery. If you haven't heard, that's our spokesperson for Scouting America. And this would be a good time to make sure that people understand that David Montgomery is our spokesperson, but not the Detroit Lions. So this is a good time to talk about, yes, absolutely use that. You specifically make sure you're only using the content that's here and that you're not adding to it, because we don't have permission to use Detroit Lions or NFL logos and those types of things. So we just want to make sure we cover that, just in case that Michael Ramsey's watching and he understands that we were covering that, and we're making sure we're covering our bases. But with all this great stuff, what else do we have in here that we want to share?
Well, there is one last set of resources that I wanted to make you aware of, and that is these onboarding resources. So in here we have adventure charts. They're like flyer size. We have these parent info sheets that are fillable. This poster with the adventures, rank requirement chart, a rocket into scouting playbook, a trifold brochure, and a welcome new Cub Scout family brochure, both of which you can print out and give to new families. And finally, real quick, I just wanted to show you how easy it is to use a search box. It's best to start on the home page if you want to search the entire library.
Okay.
So let's just go here and let's do camping, since obviously I've done that before. And we get 881 results of assets that are tagged with the word camping. So we can narrow that down using these filters over here. Cub Scouts, you just want to see photographs maybe. So now we're down to 216 Cub Scout photos, but maybe you want to narrow it down even more. Maybe you want to make sure you have a boy in your photo. So this will just pull up all the photos that include a boy who is a Cub Scout. And then you can, and is camping,
Right.
doing some kind of camp activity.
And then we also have that if they're wearing just a shirt, if they're in full uniform.
Right, there are other filters. Yeah, and then click on the more to see more options under each little filter. So, I mean, now you know everything basically.
Well, and that now you know why we have a librarian doing this, right? So she's making all these little metadata comments on each photo so that you can search it, so it's easy to find just the right picture that you're looking for to capture that moment, whether it be for a flyer or social media posts, right? Like everyone watching, right? Go to the brand center. The link is in the chat. Go there, and you can make your own little social media imagery, and then just post on Facebook and say, "Hey, I'm excited about Cub Scouts this year. Want to learn more? Send me a message." Right? That goes a long way when you're giving that personal testimony, when you're engaging out there with your friends. Chances are, if you've got Cub Scout age kids, your friends probably have Cub Scout age kids, right? So make sure you do that. This is a great resource that we have. We do want to shout. We got Lucas from Pack 64, and welcome, Lucas. Thanks for coming. Scouter Craig, we got a testimony. Templates are super easy to use. He said he just used it last week, so thank you so much, Scouter Craig. Kim, thank you. She's saying it's very nice. We've been training our own for original for years. So see now, Kim, you don't have to do your own anymore, right? It's super easy. And then, of course, if I don't call out our National Cub Scouting Chair, Tamara, she will do bad things to me next time I see her. So, Tamara, thanks for watching. We've highlighted these resources in last week's show as well. So if you didn't see last week's show, we highlighted some of the stuff. We also talked about specific techniques of what you should be doing to welcome new families, right? That's a very important thing. When you walk into a room and you don't know anyone, right? You're nervous, right? And you're waiting for someone else to engage you. You're waiting, so make sure that you and all the other members of your pack, it doesn't matter if you're a registered leader or not, make sure you're coaching your families, all your parents, that when someone walks in the room that you don't know, that you're welcoming them, that you're excited to see them. That is the number one thing that will help keep people engaged and more likely to volunteer when you need help. That's a real big thing too. So don't forget that. All right. So what else do we have here? We got some requests for, it would be nice to have vector graphics instead of needing to convert them. Do we have vector graphics in there or no?
Well, we do have, like I said, if you're logged in, you can access the PNGs that have the transparent background. If you need a vector file, you can email me directly, or you can email licensing, and they can get them for you. And I can get them for you, in most circumstances, depending on what you want them for. But licensing can definitely get them for you.
Well, Victoria's asking, do we have templates for newsletters, agendas, calendars? We don't. But see, now we know. We know that that's a request out there, right? And so as our National Cub Scouting Committee continues to look at resources that we want to develop and put out there for templates, those we like to steal ideas. And so if you got those, make sure you're posting them on your social media channels. We're on most of them. Or you can just send your ideas to me if you want to directly. My email address is really easy. It's anthony.berger@scouting.org. And if you want to send me an idea of a template, some of these things are that we don't do templates for because when we put those things up there, no one uses them because everyone wants to make their own. That's been our experience. But if we've got some good ideas out there that people want to use, and we hear enough of that, then absolutely we're going to put something out there to help.
Well, and we've just gotten started with these templates. They're new, so we're planning to build more.
And that's the other thing, right? We're being agile. We're going to see what the majority of people are wanting from the field, and then we will start honing in on those things. We got another shout out from Christine from Pack 306 in Newport News, Virginia. Thanks for watching. What else do we need to know about the Brand Center? We got the link. If you just tune in, the link is in the chat. So make sure you follow that link. It takes you right there. There's no username and password needed. You do create an account, right? But that account is free, and there's no registration. But once you get in, there's a plethora of great resources there for you.
Yeah, and you can also download multiple assets if you're logged in. When you're not logged in, you can download one thing at a time. But if you're logged in, you can download multiple assets.
Okay, so that's the advantage.
There are some benefits. It's extra features and extra assets.
And I saw that there was a link for employee. Is there any difference between that login and a non-employee login? And what's that difference? Just because we do have some professional staff members that do watch this.
Yes, the staff, when they log in, they have access to additional photography that is more editorial in nature, and then also some additional logos and insignia that we don't necessarily want open to.
That are controlled images that, right. So perfect. Excellent. Well, so if you are a professional staff member, maybe you're a unit serving executive, DE, field director, or know of one, right? Let them know that you don't have to go hunting for these things. We try to put them all right there for you. Super easy to navigate, super to use. And I will tell you, I've known Amy for several years now. I know when she first came on board, actually, and she's done a yeoman's work over the past several years. This is not easy work. We take photos when our photographers go out there, they're not taking one or two photos. They're taking thousands of photos and having to sift through those, making sure we're getting the right pictures, and then categorizing them, like what's in this image and that all that metadata. That's what Amy does, and it's amazing work. It's also that you can go to this great site and superly find it quick and easy and find just the right image for you. So, Amy, thank you so much for all the work that you do. It makes a huge difference. Make sure that you tag your friends, tag other volunteers in the chat so they can be aware of the Brand Center. Make sure you spread the word to your fellow Scout leaders. And also, we know that this isn't just for Cub Scouts, right? I saw that in there, right? So if you're with Scouts BSA, we got all the same things, all the same assets for Scouts BSA, venturing, Sea Scouts, exploring, all of our programs are right there. So if you're doing any kind of promotional event or just want to, again, do a little social media post with some fun imagery, it's all right there. And I think someone was asking about, is there any limitations, so forth, right? There's not. These are all, all the kids have agreed that, the parents have said that, we're good to use them. They got to use them in the context, of course, right? So that's the key thing. That's the way that this is all set up. So as long as you're promoting Cub Scouting with them, these images are ones that we've looked at and we've taken the best of the best. Said, hey, you know what? These really do capture what Cub Scouting is all about. So we've taken that, kind of made it easy for you. All right. Any last words? We're about to wrap up. Any last comments, concerns?
No, I mean, if you have trouble finding anything that you're expecting to find in there, feel free to email me. I'm always wanting to add new things in there. For example, this graphic that Anthony referred to at the beginning with all of the Cub Scout insignia on it, it's not in there. I didn't know everybody was always looking for that. So now I have to make it and put it in there.
right? And then we also have like images of if you want the logos for the adventures, right? Each individual logo for the different adventures, right?
Right.
Those requests are there. Yeah,
Mhm.
all that stuff. The more you tell us, the more we can fill it in and make it user friendly. We want you to use this. We want you to uh, do as much as you can with this. This is just one way to be able to get scouting out in the public, out in your sphere of influence, and look at other resources that we may have on there that aren't about recruiting, but help you as a leader explain the Cub Scout program to your parents once they do join. Those are valuable resources that we have here. Trevor wants to know what your email address is. If you go back one slide, Aaron, it's amy.leslie@scouting.org. So you can see all of if you meet anyone who works for Scouting, that's our email address. It's our first name dot last name @scouting.org. All right.
We can't hide. Yep.
So, right, we can't hide. Super easy to find us. All right. Well, thank you, Amy. I want to especially thank you because I know you're in Paris right now, and I know some people are like, oh, that's so hard. All right. But she's on vacation, right? She's out there. She has agreed to be on our show today. And although it's 2 p.m. here, it's like 8 p.m. there, right? So
9:30.
9:30 now. Oh my God, time is flying. So 9:30 at night, she's doing the show for us. And I think she hops on a plane like, 6 more hours?
Yep, like that.
To say. So thank you so much, Amy, for staying up with us
You're
and for all the work you do for Scouting America. Thank you all for watching this week. Next week, we're going to be doing a best of show because we know it's a holiday weekend. And so we want you not necessarily glued to your TV or to your social media channel, but we want you out with your family enjoying that weekend. Maybe you're doing something special with your Cub Scouts during the long weekend. So we're going to be rerunning a show next week. But we will see you again live in 2 weeks from today. Thank you again so much for all that you do for Scouting, and we'll see you then.
Bye.
Thanks for tuning in today. Be sure to catch next week's episode, same time, same place. And let us know how we're doing at go.scoutingmagazine.org/rate-cubchat. We love feedback and ideas for new episodes. And you can visit blog.scoutingmagazine.org/cubchatlive for all our past episodes. You can see us live, except it's recorded, but it was live. Okay, see you next week.